Are you tired of feeling stuck, like you're watching everyone else race ahead while you're still trying to find the starting line? I get it. We've all been there. But here's the thing. The secret to unlocking your true potential, to going from stuck to unstoppable, isn't some magic formula. It's simpler and more powerful than that. It's self-awareness. Today, I'm going to break down 7 practical, actionable steps to boost your self-awareness and take control of your life. We're talking about tangible techniques to help you understand your strengths, recognize your weaknesses, and align your actions with your values. It's about ditching the overwhelm and creating a life you love, a life that feels authentically you. So are you ready to ditch the excuses and step into your power? Let's do this. Let's talk about reflection. I know it might sound a little woo-woo, but trust me on this. This isn't about staring into a crystal ball. This is about taking just 10 to 15 minutes each day to check in with yourself, to become the architect of your own life. Find a quiet space, grab a notebook or open up your notes app and ask yourself some key questions. What went well today? What didn't go so well? How did those experiences make you feel? Here's the thing. We go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations instead of consciously choosing how we show up. But when you take the time to reflect, you start noticing patterns. You start to see the triggers that send you spiraling, the habits that hold you back, and the choices that bring you joy. This isn't about dwelling on the negative, it's about understanding your emotional landscape. It's about recognizing, hey, when I don't get enough sleep, I'm way more irritable. Or, you know what, when I start my day with exercise, I'm so much more productive. This awareness, my friend, is gold. It's the key to unlocking your potential because it allows you to make conscious choices that move you towards the life you want to create. It's about understanding what fuels your fire and what drains your energy. So commit to this practice. Make time for daily reflection. You might be surprised by the insights that bubble up when you simply slow down and listen to your inner voice. Have you ever felt like you're drifting through life, lacking a sense of purpose? Without clear values, it's easy to feel lost. Think of your values as your internal compass. They guide your decisions and shape your life. Aligning with your values brings peace and purpose. Ask yourself, what truly matters to you? What do you want to stand for? Is it family, creativity, adventure, or making a difference? Identify your top 5 core values. Then put them into action. Make small adjustments daily to reflect your true self. Let's talk about feedback. I know it can be tough to hear, especially when it's not glowing praise. But here's the thing. Feedback is a gift. It's a chance to see ourselves from a different perspective, to identify blind spots we might not even know we have. But here's the catch. Not all feedback is created equal. You don't need to listen to every negative comment thrown your way. Instead, be strategic. Seek out feedback from people you trust, people who know you well and genuinely want to see you succeed. Think mentors, close friends, colleagues you respect. Approach them with specific questions. What do you see as my biggest strengths? What's one area where I could improve? Now here's the hard part. Be open to hearing the answers, even if they sting a little. Remember, you're not defined by someone else's opinion, but their perspective can offer valuable insights. The key is to listen without getting defensive. Take a deep breath, thank them for their honesty, and really try to understand their point of view. You don't have to agree with everything, but you might be surprised by what you learn. Incorporating feedback isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about refining your edges, polishing your strengths, and becoming the best version of yourself. It's about embracing the journey of growth and recognizing that we all have room for improvement. Chapter 4. Time tracking, your secret weapon. Have you ever reached the end of the day, looked back and wondered where all the time went? Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing. If you're not intentional about how you spend your time, it will slip away from you, leaving you feeling frustrated and unaccomplished. That's where time tracking comes in. I know it might sound tedious, but trust me on this. For 1 week, track everything you do in 30-minute increments. Use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a time tracking app, whatever works for you. Don't judge yourself, just observe. You'll be amazed by what you discover. You might find that you're spending hours scrolling through social media, getting sucked into unproductive meetings, or procrastinating on important tasks. This isn't about making you feel guilty, it's about giving you data, hard evidence of how you're actually spending your most valuable resource. Once you have this information, you can start making conscious choices. Identify your biggest time wasters and find ways to minimize them. Can you set limits on social media? Delegate tasks? Batch similar activities together to improve focus? The goal isn't to become a productivity robot, it's about aligning your actions with your priorities. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter, your passions, your relationships, your goals. Chapter 5, The Art of Saying No. Let's talk about boundaries, about the power of saying no. This is a tough one, I know. We're conditioned to be people pleasers, to say yes to every request, even if it means sacrificing our own well-being. But here's the thing, saying yes to everything means saying no to yourself, to your priorities, to your sanity. It leads to burnout, resentment, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. Learning to say no is a skill, a muscle you need to build. Start small. The next time someone asks you to do something you don't have the time or energy for, politely decline. You don't need to make excuses or over-explain. A simple, "Thank you so much for thinking of me, but I'm not able to take that on right now," is enough. Here's the secret. The more you practice saying no to the things that don't align with your values and goals, the easier it becomes to say yes to the things that truly matter. You'll have more time, more energy, and more mental bandwidth to create the life you want. Remember, saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. It's about protecting your time, your energy, and your sanity. It's about creating space for the people and projects that light you up, that make you feel alive. Chapter 6, Finding Stillness, the Power of Mindfulness. Okay, let's talk about mindfulness. I know it might sound a little out there, but stay with me. Mindfulness isn't about sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, your feelings, and your sensations without getting swept away by them. In our fast-paced world, our minds are constantly racing, jumping from one thought to the next. We worry about the future, ruminate on the past, and rarely stop to appreciate the present moment. This constant mental chatter can be exhausting, leaving us feeling stressed, anxious, and disconnected. Mindfulness is like hitting the pause button on your internal monologue. It's about creating a space between your thoughts and your reactions, allowing you to choose how you want to respond to challenges. You don't need to be a meditation guru to experience the benefits of mindfulness. Start small. Take a few deep breaths, noticing the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. Focus on the sounds around you, the taste of your food, the feeling of the sun on your skin. There are also some fantastic apps out there like Headspace and Calm that can guide you through short meditations. Even a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you'll notice its positive effects. You'll be calmer, more focused, and more present in your interactions. You'll be less reactive to stress, and more equipped to handle life's challenges with grace and clarity. Chapter 7, Celebrate Every Win. Let's talk about celebrating your wins. And no, I don't just mean the big life-changing victories. I'm talking about acknowledging and appreciating every single step you take towards your goals. Think about it. We tend to focus so much on what we haven't accomplished yet, on the finish line that seems miles away, that we forget to celebrate how far we've come. We get caught in this cycle of striving and never truly allow ourselves to savor the journey. But here's the thing, celebrating your wins, big or small, is crucial for staying motivated. It reinforces positive behavior, boosts your confidence, and reminds you that you're capable of achieving amazing things. So, how do you celebrate? It doesn't have to be anything elaborate or expensive. Did you finally stick to that new morning routine all week? Treat yourself to a fancy coffee. Did you finish that challenging project? Blast your favorite song and dance it out. Acknowledge your efforts, give yourself a pat on the back, and allow yourself to feel proud. You deserve it. Remember, success isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about making progress, learning, and growing along the way. Celebrating your wins keeps you energized, excited, and reminds you that you're on the right track. So, go ahead, give yourself permission to celebrate. You've earned it. Outro: Unlock Your Potential. Listen, self-awareness isn't a one-time thing. It's a lifelong practice, a commitment to showing up for yourself every single day. It's about asking the tough questions, listening to your gut, and making choices that align with your values. It's not always easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. Because when you truly know yourself, when you understand your strengths and embrace your imperfections, you unlock a level of power and potential you never thought possible. So take these 7 steps, make them your own, and watch your life transform. I'm here cheering you on every step of the way.